Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. We now have a Discord. It's just getting started, but we have some future plans coming, like events for Discord members and Patreon members. Time once more to return to the World Fighter Tournament from Street Fighter. It's Chun-Li. Some of Chun-Li's earliest memories involved attending the Peking Opera and watching Bruce Lee movies with her father. It was here she developed a love for martial arts and dance. To encourage this, her father began teaching her Tai Chi, as well as various other exercises, which eventually led her to learn several forms of martial arts before developing her own style. After her father's disappearance, Chun-Li followed in his footsteps to become an investigator, eventually rising through the ranks of Interpol. It was here she learned of her father's death at the hands of M. Bison. She now dedicates herself not only to further develop her skills as a martial arts master, but also avenge her father and all the lives Bison has ruined. In combat, Chun-Li is able to unleash both incredibly fast and devastating kicks. Seriously, she's able to strike with such speed, she can land dozens of hits in the blink of an eye, and that's just her signature move. She has also learned to project energy blast and launch them at her opponents. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Xanathar's Guide to Everything. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are not multi-classing, so this is going to be simple. Make Wisdom 15, Dex 14, Intelligence 13, Con 12, Strength 10, and we're going to be dumping Charisma with an 8 because it's not important and something has to be sacrificed. We'll fix this later, trust me. Chun-Li is a human, resourceful, gives you an inspiration dice at the end of a long rest if you don't already have one. Skillful gives you a free skill, take investigation. Versatile grants you a free origin feat. For this feat, Magic Initiative is going to give you your energy blast, so I will not have to dip into any other classes. You'll get to choose 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell from the Cleric, Druid, or Wizard spell list, and then you choose your spellcasting modifier from Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. We're going to Cleric and taking Wisdom. For your cantrips, Sacred Flame throws an energy blast out to 60 feet at a creature and forces a dex save. If they fail, they take 1d8 radiant damage. Guidance improves a skill of your choice for 1 minute while you maintain this spell, and while active you can add 1d4 to the skill check, like Investigation. For your first level spell, Guiding Bolt is a supercharged energy blast out to 120 feet, dealing 4d6 radiant damage on a hit, and then the target begins to glow, causing the next attack against it before the end of your next turn to be at advantage. You can cast this spell once per long rest without a spell slot, which is good because you're not getting any spell slots. To finish out your lineage, you know the language Common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into Dex and +1 into Wisdom. For your origin feat, Tough gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 HP to each level after. For skills, take Insight and Perception. To finish out your background, take Proficiency in any tool you wish. Level 1 monks start things off with 2 skills. Grab Athletics and Acrobatics. You're proficient in simple melee weapons, martial weapons with the light property, an artisan tool or musical instrument of your choice, and the saving throw strength and dex. Unarmored defense gives you an AC of 10 plus your dex modifier plus your wisdom modifier when not wearing armor or using a shield. Martial arts improves your unarmed strikes and monk weapons, which are simple melee weapons and martial weapons with the light property. Now, when not wearing armor or using a shield, your attacks with your unarmed strikes and monk weapons can be dex-based. You'll use martial arts dice for damage, and you can make an unarmed strike with a bonus action. Your martial arts dice begin at a d6 but will be upgraded over time. Level 2 monks gain unarmored movement. Now when not wearing armor, your speed is increased, now bringing you up to 40 feet. Monk focus gives you focus points that equal your monk level that you can use to perform special moves with. You regain all used focus points at the end of a short or long rest. For what you can use this with, flurry of blows cost 1 focus point, and you can make 2 unarmed strikes with the same bonus action. Patient defense turns disengage into a bonus action, and you can spend 1 focus point to take dodge and disengage as the same bonus action. Step of the Wind turns dash into a bonus action, and you can spend 1 focus point to take dash and disengage as the same bonus action. Uncanny Metabolism allows you to regain all used focus points when you roll initiative once per long rest. When you do this, you'll regain HP equal to your martial arts dice plus monk level. Level 3 monks now have access to their subclass. Drunken Master from Xanathar's is going to improve your movement. First, you gain the skill Performance and proficiency in Brewer's Supplies. Drunken Technique boosts your Flurry of Blows. Now when you use Flurry of Blows, you can disengage as part of the same bonus action, and your speed is increased by 10 feet until the end of your turn. Deflect Attack allows you to reduce damage you take from a melee or ranged attack that deals slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. Now using your reaction, you reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk level. If you reduce the damage to 0 and have an open hand, you can spend 1 focus point to redirect the attack. If it's a melee attack, you redirect it towards a creature within 5 feet. If it's a ranged attack, you redirect it at a creature within 60 feet, forcing a dex save and dealing 2 martial arts dice plus your dex modifier in damage. Level 4 monks earn our first ability score improvement, bump up dex for more attack, damage, acrobatics, and AC. Slow fall reduces damage you take from falling. Now with a reaction, you reduce the falling damage by 5 times your monk level. Level 5 monks learn extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Stunning Strike now lets you knock the wind out of those you hit with an unarmed strike or monk weapon attack. When you hit a creature, you can spend 1 focus point and you will force a con save. If they fail, they are stunned until the end of your next turn. A stunned creature can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. They also can't speak, maintain spells, automatically fail strength and dex saves. All attacks against them are at advantage, and they have disadvantage on initiative rolls. Even if they pass the dex save, they still take a penalty by having their speed halved until the start of your next turn and the next attack against them at advantage. Finally, your martial arts dice are upgraded to a D8. You've reached character level 5, raise your proficiency bonus to +3. Sacred Flame now deals 2d8 radiant damage. Level 6 monks receive Empowered Strikes. Your unarmed strikes now deal force damage. Drunken Master monks receive Tipsy Sway. Now when you stand up from being prone, you only use 5 feet of your movement instead of half your total speed. You can now redirect a missed melee attack against you by spending 1 focus point redirecting the attack towards another creature other than the original attacker. Your unarmored movement is now 45 feet. Level 7 monks gain Evasion, improving your dex saves. Now, when you pass a dex save, you take no damage and only half on a failure. Level 8 monks earn another ability score improvement, raise wisdom for a better AC and DC. Level 9 monks now have acrobatic movement. Now when not wearing armor or using a shield, you can run up vertical surfaces and across liquid surfaces. You've reached character level 9, bring your proficiency bonus to +4. Level 10 monks gain Heightened Focus, improving your monk focus. Flurry of Blows now deals 3 unarmed strikes with a single bonus action. Patient Defense gives you temp HP equal to 2 martial arts dice, and Step of the Wind now lets you move another creature within 5 feet of you when you pay 1 focus point. Self-Restoration lets you end 1 effect on yourself at the end of a turn. These effects are Charm, Frightened, or Poison. Also, not eating or drinking doesn't cause a level of exhaustion. Your unarmored movement is now 50 feet. Level 11 Drunken Master monks learn Drunker's Luck. Now when you have disadvantage on attack rolls or saving throws, you can spend 2 focus points to cancel the disadvantage. Your martial arts dice are now upgraded to a D10. Your character level 11 Sacred Flame now deals 3d8 radiant damage. Level 12 monks earn another ability score improvement. Let's fix that charisma modifier. Level 13 monks gain deflect energy. You can now redirect any damage type, not just slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. Your character level 13 bring your proficiency bonus up to +5. Level 14 monks are now disciplined survivors. You now have proficiency in all saving throws. Also, you can now spend 1 focus point when you fail a saving throw to reroll the save. Your unarmored movement is now 55 feet. Level 15 monks receive perfect focus. Now when you roll initiative and haven't used uncanny metabolism and have 3 or less focus points, you regain focus points until you have a total of 4. Level 16 monks earn our final official ability score improvement, Bump Up Intelligence. Level 17 Drunken Master Monks learn Intoxicated Frenzy. Now when you use Flurry of Blows, you can make 3 additional unarmed strikes as long as you can target a different creature for each blow. This doesn't mean you can make 6 unarmed strikes with a bonus action, just you can make 3 more against different targets. Your martial arts dice are now maxed out at a D12. You've reached the final milestone, character level 17, bringing your proficiency bonus to +6, and Sacred Flame now deals 4d8 radiant damage. Level 18 monks gain superior defense. You can now give yourself resistance to all damage except for force damage for 1 minute by spending 3 focus points at the start of your turn. Your unarmored movement is now 60 feet. Level 19 monks earn an epic boon. These are feats that require character level 19 to have, and they're some of the best in the game. You can also take any feat, even an ability score improvement if you want. For your boon, Boon of Combat Prowess adds +1 to intelligence. Also now when you miss with an attack roll, you can instead choose to hit. You can do this once per turn. Our final level is level 20 monk, and you receive Body and Mind. Your dex and wisdom are increased by +4, and this can take your stats up to 25. Now that we've hit character level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 10, Dex 22, Con 12, Intelligence 16, Wisdom 22, Charisma 10. Let's dive in. You strike like lightning. You can attack up to 3 times normal, 5 times with a Flurry of Blows, and you can strike up to 3 other creatures with Flurry of Blows. You're dealing 1d12 +6 force damage per hit. You can stun your enemies when you hit them, and you can turn a hit into a miss. Your movement is great. Your total speed is 60 feet. You can run up walls, run across liquids. You don't lose half of your movement when you fall prone, and your acrobatics are +12. Finally, you're just hard to stop in combat. Your AC is 22. You can reduce damage, redirect attacks at other people. You're proficient in all saving throws. You can re-roll failed saves. Your dex saves are better than normal. You can end conditions on yourself, and your total health, taking the average, is over 160 HP. Downside. Firstly, limited range. Your basic energy blast is only out to 60 feet, while your stronger one can only be fired once per long rest. Thankfully, you can just chase people down and unleash a true flurry of attacks. Also, we did take some time to build up your stats, but that was to smooth things out. If you do have better stats at the start, or just want to max out your dex and wisdom quickly, you can do that. Time to hunt down the criminals of Shadaloo and get revenge for your father's murder. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, John Martin, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Jonathan Haynes, and Daniel Saftler. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.